Together with this series of the videos, you have access to the exercise files. Once you've created your site definition, load all the files to the root of your new site and open the index.php file. As you can see, it has the structure of the website ready for you to work on. We've got a navigation which uses p parameter and sends the string value using it. First thing we're going to be doing, we will include the new file, which we'll create in a minute. So before the doc type definition, open the PHP type and type include inc/functions.php. Okay, and now if we copy the name of the file, open our inc folder, create new file, paste the name, open the file, remove everything within the file from within the file, open the PHP tag, close the PHP tag, and here we're going to include another file. So include inc/config.php. Within the config.php, we will store all of the variables we will be using throughout the site. So again, create a new file within the inc folder, paste the copied name of it. Again, open PHP tag, close the PHP tag, and now we're gonna start the. Now we're gonna create two if conditions. First if condition checks if the get variable called p is set and sent through the URL. Now we copy it, and get p doesn't equal blank. If this condition is true, then we're going to create the variable called p equal, and we're going to assign the value collected through the URL to it. Else p will equal home, which is our default page. Now we're going to create another if statement. If is set, this time we're going to search for get s, and now and get s doesn't equal blank. Then we are creating a new variable called s equals get s. We won't be creating else condition. That's just these two here. Now another thing, we will create a variable called c path, and we will assign the value of the pages / to it. cpath is the variable which stores the path to the pages folder where all of our pages are stored. Next variable will be cerror, and now we're going to create the error message if the page which has been called through the URL doesn't exist. We need to display something, so we start with paragraph. We assign a class of pt to it. This class is already defined within the styles folder, within the style sheet which came with these exercise files. Error p opening paragraph and a few words, something like the page you are trying to access does not exist or has been moved. Closing paragraph, closing single quote, and semicolon. Okay, our config file is ready. Now we can go to our functions, and after the include function, we're gonna create a new function, custom function, and we call it get content. Okay, inside of this function, we will first globalize our variables from the config file to make them available for us within the function. So global p, global s, global, what was the name of the variable? cpath, and global, it was cerror. Okay, now we're going to create the pages, the path to the pages, which we are calling through the URL. First variable will be called p page equal, and now we need the path to the pages folder. So it's cpath dot, we need the name of the page. So it's p parameter dot then single quote .php as the extension of the file, and as semicolon at the end. Next one will be s page equals same thing. If we copy this and add after p dot add s variable and dot to finish the whole thing. Oh, sorry, after the p variable we also need to add the / obviously, because it's going to be the name of the folder as well. As you can see, the structure within the pages is, if you, let's say, using the FAQ page and then you want to go deeper within the FAQ, then you've got a FAQ folder, which is the p parameter, and then you get s parameter, which sends the name of the page you want to call. Otherwise, it's going to be just cpath, which is the pages folder, and directly after this we're going to call the page with the page name. Okay, so this get content function is nearly done. One last thing we need to do is to do the condition and then include the relevant file. So if, are we going to check first for the feathers variable in the URL, which is s. So if is file s page, then we're going to create a new variable called inc page equals s page. Else, now we're going to create another condition within this else. We close this straight away. If is file p page, then variable inc page will equal p page. Semicolon. Else, we will simply echo the error. Okay. Now, after all these conditions, we create another condition, which is if is set inc page include inc page, and that's it. So that's all done. So if none of these pages exist, then we're gonna echo the error. Otherwise, we are going to include the page.